And with me, as always, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my good friend John. John, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. It's been a good day. How are
Yeah,
you, Jay?
doing all right. It's my youngest son Alex's 5-year-old birthday party, and it's craziness in this house. The house is crazy. I got cousins and in-laws and just everybody's in the house. Then we did a jumpy party thing. So it's pandemonium, John. Pandemonium. But excited to be here. A reprieve from the chaos to hang out and talk toys with you, my friend, as well as everybody else here right now, ready to talk toys. Let's say hello to the chat. It is hopping as always. No Super Bowl tonight, but this is us, not this is us. Last of Us. That's going on right now.
Yes.
Snot Lives, Christopher, Comics, Lucha Johnny, Jason, Nick, Christopher. I did it right, but I'll do it again. Map Room Gaming, Brick Something, the Gabadon, Shiny Plastic People, Hung Went, Angry Elf, Andrews Gady's Toys, Jay Solo Arts, Gamaliel Rodriguez, John Rhodes, T-Glow Carbonite, Gray Fox is here as well. Scott Baker, Free Reign, A Punk with Toys, Matt Cloud, Jack Knight 73 is here. Map Room Gaming, Sasuke Star Killer, Freaky Tiki, Toy Geekasaurus, Angry Elf, Charlie Weaver is here. Mecha Manblade, Cool Whip is in the house. Rick Caviaco, Matt Bush, and so many others. Again, just hopping. People are excited to talk toys tonight. So many things. Shirt is on point. Yeah, thank you for calling that out, Sue. Yeah, so I feel like this is a little extra. I don't know if I'll always be like this merched out during the shows, but finally got my hands on the merch for the channel, and I gotta say, John, this is some nice stuff.
It is nice. It's all nice.
The shirt's super comfortable. I got a hoodie here. This is the black and white GDL hoodie. It's looking really nice. I also got the red Toy Geeks shirt. That's really sharp. And then I got the purple Geek Dad Life. I'll say it like our friends at White House, Geek Dad Life. I got that shirt. But anyways, again, reminder that this merch is available for sale on Merch Buckets. It's a link in the description, so definitely get yourself some GDL merch. If the GDL collection available exclusively at Target,
and it ships quick. Ships real quick.
And he moved warehouses, so it actually like ships from Raleigh, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
But anywho, exactly. I was gonna say it's exactly like Garth when they're saying they don't want to be sellouts. And they cut to him, and he has like the Reebok hat, the bandana, the shirt. It's totally like that. Sizing, I think we go small to 2XL. This was like the first run. We need to sell through this run before we do another run of stuff. But whenever we make more merch, I think people ask for even for different sizes, more variants and sizes and stuff like that. So we'll definitely be doing that. I think got me a shirt. They're top notch. There you go. Can you find these shirts at Walmart? You can, but unfortunately, they're street dated to 6 months from now. So you can look at them at the Walmart.
They'll have the display, and then you'll get punished for trying to check out with one.
Oh my god! Did you watch Craig's video yesterday? Like I felt the pain.
With the Bowser.
Yeah, with the Bowser and he was trying all the different ways, and I was rooting for him, but they still let him buy the damn thing. Caesar, great hat. You know, I'm from Guadalajara City, Mexico, and the abbreviation is GDL. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I dig the GDL hat. Simple, straightforward, small, yellow, different. Anyway, okay. Exactly. If I wear a shirt while watching it, it's like wearing a band shirt to the band show you're attending front upon. Oh my god! If I ever see, you know, a Toy Geek shirt or even better, like a Toy Anxiety shirt or something like name 3 songs. if you can't recite "Welcome to the Jeffries" word for word, you don't deserve to wear that shirt.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're dull and you're wearing a Toy Anxiety shirt and you get recognized for being on Toy Geeks.
Hey, aren't you Ryan Dole from Geek Dad Life? Matt Bush, there you go. Name 3 sad comments. Name 3 McFarlane Batmans. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, John. A lot of different things happening this week in toys.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was the Toon D&D figures. They're making more, John, and they're basically finishing out the roster, right?
Yeah, of the heroes, of the kids.
Yeah, of the kids, and it's no shocker how I feel about these toys.
Mm-hmm.
I did my review of them a few weeks back. I've gotten a lot of comments, wide-ranging comments on that video.
Yep.
But in short, like I ended that video saying, I hope they do more for the diehard fans of D&D, especially the Toon D&D. But I'm out. It was missing parts, broken pieces, and you can't even the ones that aren't broken didn't feel comfortable displaying.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I wasn't alone. In that this was a more widespread issue. But here we are. They've basically finished out the main roster of the main hero characters from the animated series. And they're taking pre-orders for them now. But my question, John, and it's right there on the thumbnail title. Is it too little, too late? Should people buy these? Or is this a pass?
This is a real tough one because just the line, we were so excited when they announced this.
Oh yeah. We did a whole episode dedicated to it. We were over the moon.
Yep. I went back and watched the cartoon in order.
Yeah.
This is if I'm so desperate that I want this, I'm probably going to get it. And take it out of the box and never mess with it because just the chances of it breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And, I know a lot of collectors just say, well, put it in boiling water, heat up the joints.
Yeah.
Get everything loosened up. But we shouldn't have to do that.
Yes.
This is a Hasbro product. This is Hasbro aside. It's a mass produced product from a huge company, not a full Horseman or any other, niche brand with a real small order quantity where it would probably be more common to heat up those joints.
Absolutely.
But we didn't have to, in the 80s, we didn't get a G.I. Joe figure and drop it in boiling water because we were afraid of the joint breaking or put a transformer under a heat gun to heat it up because we were worried about the joints breaking.
Yeah.
And those figures are still around.
Yeah.
We have these brand new figures in 2023, take them out of the package, move a hand, and it comes off in your hand.
Yeah. Yep.
We should not have to have that discussion at all. We should see these, be excited, finish out all the heroes, have them on the shelf with that really cool backdrop that Venger and Dungeon Master came with.
Yep.
This was a great idea. Out of the gate, it was a great idea.
Yeah.
It was a property everybody wanted.
Yep.
And they looked close enough to cartoon accurate, even though, there's some color discrepancies from, whatever. That's fine. But just the fact that Hasbro hasn't really addressed anything about joint quality or production quality.
Yes.
QC issues.
Yep.
There's been no talk at all.
Yeah.
Other than, if, Pixel Dan makes a video that puts some ripples in the water.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he posted on Instagram, right?
Right.
And I think if I'm remembering following that storyline correctly, he sent it back, but then they sent him a different figure. They didn't even send him back the figure.
They didn't send him the figure that was broken. And he went and bought his own again. And the
Yes.
same thing happened again.
Like, and I not that any toy collector is greater than another, right? We're all in this together.
Mhm.
But if Pixel Dan, who is an esteemed, distinguished toy collector,
Mhm.
like if that's like I just it blows my mind.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
you're right, John. Like, it's not so much all toy lines can have problems, right? QC issues can happen,
Yep.
but it's the silence, it's the no response, it's the hey, we know this has been an issue, a widespread issue. Here's our swap program. We'll get you the joints you need. Or
Mhm.
so you can fix it at home. And we have made sure that the next wave is going issues are going to be far less.
Yep.
But didn't get anything like that. And now you're taking solicitations or pre-orders on another wave. And in the absence of saying anything like that, like, hey, we know the first thing had issues. This is how we're working to fix that. And the next wave will be fine. I'm like, they look great. They do, but you can't move them.
Mhm. Wave 1 is on clearance right now at Target.
Yeah.
And there's been enough time between wave 1 dropping
Yeah.
and wave 2 being shown that if they could just speak up and
Mm-hmm.
say, we know about the issues, we've
Yeah.
addressed them. The the wrist pins are thicker than before. The plastic is a little bit soft, or not softer, but
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be stronger. You won't have a problem
Yeah.
because Marvel Legends figures come with an abundance of different hands.
Yeah.
There's very few Marvel Legend hands breaking off.
Yeah.
And it seems like the biggest problem is the hands breaking on these figures.
Yeah.
This is not like a brand new company just trying to figure out, injection molding and plastic.
Yep.
This is a company that's been around for decades.
Yeah.
This should not be a problem.
They should have access to the best factories. Like they're one of the big two, right? Really.
Mhm. Yeah.
We do have somebody in here that's clearly a little perturbed about the heat we're throwing Hasbro's way. And we do have 2 super chats, so I want to get to those as well. But Mr. Cheeseburger, has it been widespread? What's the data to support that claim? You're 100% right. I don't have any of the data, but it's anecdotal, right? It's just seeing
Mhm.
what's on the people
Yeah.
posting
Yep.
more so than other figures, right?
Mhm.
And so I think even with that, like even if it's maybe 10% or 20, whatever it is, I don't know. But when I see on my social media feed and in the way the algorithm works, like, hey, we like toys. Let me show you all the people that also like toys. And when I
Yeah.
see multiple posts about it,
Mhm.
and then when I also experience it myself, it feels greater than other times when those issues aren't apparent. So I understand what you're saying, Mr. Cheeseburger, but
Right. I think like if I follow 50 people that bought these figures and 40 of them post that theirs were broken, that's going to be that's the percentage of what is probably happening to everyone out there.
Yeah. Yep. So again, you're right, but it's the lack of communication that I think
Mhm.
is the problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They could even say like, "Hey, we know that there's been issues that you've seen on social media. Our data shows us that it's affecting only 5%, but even though it's only affecting that many, here's the steps we're going to take for those that were affected."
Mhm.
You
Yep.
know, easy peasy, right? Like that's just like, okay, it got screwed up. Here's how they're trying to fix it.
Mhm.
That's all it takes. But it's and maybe they don't care, and that's fine. But then I, as a toy collector, be like, I'm not buying these figures if you're not gonna care about me or care about other collectors. Then why do I care?
Right. Right. When Hasbro's really banking on D&D right now,
Mm-hmm.
between the new live action movie, that toy line,
Yeah.
and the cartoon line, the way I see it is if they have somebody that really likes the new D&D movie but has no connection to D&D.
Yeah.
But then they just start looking and say, "Oh, they did this old cartoon line too."
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe I'm going to go buy those figures
Yeah.
cuz I really like it now.
Mm-hmm.
I have no experience with it prior. I like the movie. Let me
Mhm.
see what else they have. And then you get a new customer that might not be like a big time collector.
Mhm.
Broken figures. That's one lost customer again.
Yeah.
So I think when Hasbro is really banking on D&D. Like
Yeah.
this last week, that is like their it's like their last hope to make any money this year.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so you think they would have a little more care in the
Mhm.
communication of it.
Yep.
100%. Let me plus in some of these super chats going here from Red Foreman 49. Thank you for the super chat. I'm getting them all. Maybe I'll just keep them on package. I don't need to display them. I just need them to have. Right. That's where it's tougher too, because it's plastic free, so you can't even see them.
Mhm.
So but still, and I got heat for saying I like that plastic free packaging. I do like it, but
I like it.
but the problem with like the plastic free packaging, or at least putting the accessories in the little paper bags, is notice more and more accessories missing. Like
Mhm.
I think I even saw for the Sky Strikers. It's kind of weird. I did open the Thunder Tank and my Sky Striker on the same day, so I have a bunch of footage of the Sky Striker video is going to come up next, or soon. And but all the accessories, even the wings and everything, are not in the main box. So people were missing some of those wings because they're like wrapped in the paper plastic.
Yeah, the wrap and just the tissue, the packing paper.
Yeah. Which I think is perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if it leads to more people forgetting to put a piece in because it's hard to tell,
Mhm.
that's a problem, right?
Yep.
Another $5 super chat here from Robert Monty. Thank you, Robert. Congrats on the job, Jay. And I love the recent reviews. Thunder Tank. Picking up some GDL merch for my birthday, February 20th. Well, happy early birthday. That's like tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow, yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
But we need a non-flat bill hat, sir. Totally understand. And it was mainly because hats are expensive to make, and I chose the type of hat first that I would want to wear. So it's really selfish. But you call them dad hats, call them whatever you want, like the lower profile, curved brim. Those are coming up next, so don't worry. We have another super chat here, a $10 super chat. Holy moly, from Extendar. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Extendar. Excited for D&D Wave 2 figures, but I wish Hasbro would cover the QA issues. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the lack of communication that I think makes it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. I would be excited for these too, had there not been problems.
Yeah.
I was super excited for Wave 1. But I can't justify it with just the chance of something breaking. Like I don't want to spend the money and then just get a broken figure and then go through the whole rigmarole of trying to get another one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jeff Morris, I prefer to be able to see the figure in the package before I buy it, but the plastic packaging doesn't bother much. That's where I kind of stand. I would prefer to see the figure, but how many figures do I just pre-order without even looking at them first? So it's, again, Miss Cheeseburger, I'm so sorry to have offended you so much. In genuine, I'm not upset. Like I'm not trying to throw shade or anything. But the all caps means you're angry, so I don't want you to be angry. It's okay. We're all friends here. We're all in the Toy Geek family together. But every QC issue I had at Hasbro has been addressed, replacements, etc. That's great. I think that's great. I just think we're asking for more communication. Are the GDL hats fitted? No, they're snapbacks. So they are snapback hats. Also, you can see how big my freaking melon is.
You do have a big melon.
Yeah, look at it. It's just... So if it was fitted, my hat would be a 7.5. Again, hats are expensive. I think we're selling them for $29. I think it probably cost us 20 something bucks to make it. So having to do all the different fitted sizes, like that would be,
there'd be way too much leftover stock.
Oh God. Like to make enough of those, like they would be, I mean, they'd probably be as much as you have to pay for a baseball hat, just about. They're like 40 something bucks for those. They'd probably cost 30 something bucks. I mean, they probably order so many that it's less than that, but if it was, I think we made like 20 of them. So like,
it would still be 50. It would be like $50 per fitted hat.
Yes. Red Foreman, $2 super chat. Thank you. When will the GDL polo shirts be available? You know what, John, we need to do a submission form, just like what merch do you want to see, and then we'll go from there. So when will you make Geek Life Dad stuff? You can get that merch over at our friends at Toy News Eye. Oh my gosh. Quip, that hat is in space danger. I got a large head, okay? I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
GDL Puffy stickers.
Ooh.
I miss some Puffy stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay. But, you know, I guess they're already making them. So for those that like at least wanted to get the complete set, here you go. The QC issues of the first figures are not going to prevent these from being made, right?
Right.
At least that's a positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think all we're really asking is for Hasbro to say something, to say we are aware.
Mm-hmm.
We can. I don't think, you know, if they haven't fixed it, they're not going to say, "I'm sorry, we haven't fixed it."
Yeah.
You're still going to buy this wave. We'll fix it on the next one. So I think if anything, since these are more than likely 100% on a shipping container right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where I think if they say that they're going to do wave 3,
mm-hmm.
then they'll address it, because there will probably be enough of a window between now and then.
Mm-hmm.
If it's radio silence, I think we can probably assume that there's no more waves.
No
coming.
changes.
Yeah.
100% agree. And you're right. It's probably why they're not saying anything. It's like, oh, too late. We already made them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And better to not say that. I mean, John, would you be more inclined to say, fine, I'll buy it, if there was like, listen, we know there's issues. We already made these like 2 years ago. I'm sorry. If we do any more, probably won't, because we just did the whole first, figures. We'll fix it. Like, would you rather that than nothing? Or I don't know. Like, what's...
I think I would just rather nothing at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather just spend my money on something else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, Hasbro does a lot of great stuff. I'm all in on classifieds.
The classifieds are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as much as
should have won Toy of the Year, by the way, just saying, or the Jeffries. There's a lot of the picks I was totally fine with, but that one felt.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, as much as the sort of, crappy reviews coming out about the 6-inch indie figures, I'm still going to go for those too.
Oh, totally. Right.
They might not look great, but it's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Do you want nothing at all and still like say, oh, I wish there was some indie toys to buy? Well, there are, but they're not great.
Yeah.
But there has been those 3 3/4-inch indie figures. You can buy those. Those are certainly not great.
Yeah.
But there's something.
Yep.
And this is like the same case.
Yeah.
They look great, but you're going to take the chance of getting bad, QC.
Yep. Tyrant Hanger, I'm buying this overpriced crap, but they look good. That's like probably the TLDR for a lot of collectors. Right? Well said, Tyrant Hanger. Because I think it's, or I got a lot of comments on that video saying, well, Jay, this is what you got to do. You got to make a nice salt alcohol bath, get it to a crisp 120 degrees, and then you just keep it even at the 120. Then you're gonna slowly dip your figures into the hot water. You're gonna massage the joints for a minimum, Jay, of 2 hours. Then slowly take the figures out And then you got to work those joints. Work those joints for at least another hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then, only then, can you display them. But don't push it too far because they might break. I do this with every figure.
And you probably still need a little stand to put them on.
This feels like a sad comment. Oh my god, where is it? Craig Fox. It also helps to have soothing music. I'd rather dip in the Golden Lagoon. Oh my god. Anyway, so no, I'm not doing that throwing shade. Like I get it. That if that works for you, I don't have the patience for it. You know, it's like I open up a game, I don't read the directions. I'm just gonna play the damn game. You know,
right?
I don't have the patience for it. Andrew's Gady Toys. Not to make excuses, but there is the winter factor. Practice becomes more brittle in the cold. At least this time of year is to let him sit before. Like I let him sit. I let him sit for like a month or at least multiple weeks before I opened mine. Like they sat in my room, adjusted because I'm a guitar guy and you're supposed to let those acclimate. And so I totally understand that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in brittle cold. That makes perfect sense. Just that's the path for all Hasbro figures, the hot bath. Mr. Cheeseburger, you don't have any Valiverse figures, do you? I do not. I don't have any Valiverse figures.
I've not gotten any of those yet.
I mean, they look cool. But I have a tough enough time keeping up with like classified. And I'm not saying they're the same thing, but it's just there's a lot of toy lines that look great that I just don't have the time or the money for. But for those that like them, more power to you. They do look really cool. Joey Curiel, yeah, my figs are not staying in tune. You gotta lube the nut. That's important to know. You gotta nut lube.
That nut lube. That's important.
You don't want your string snagging, your joints snagging. That's guitarists will only understand that one. So sorry, that's a guitar joke. Yeah, I know Valiverse has had issues too. Absolutely. And I'm not as but he does address it. Like, doesn't he like do videos and stuff?
Yes.
About it, I think.
But there again, Valiverse is a smaller company.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Okay, so it's also easier for a smaller company to address issues.
That's true. It's like one guy. Here's what's going on. Here's how you fix it. Versus a vague bureaucratic corporate entity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So but again, no comment one way or the other. Yeah, it does seem like there's transparency there though.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, I started using some silicone shock oil 40 WT for the hip joints on my Joes rather than boiling them. It helps, but I still should not have to. Here's my question, John, about like oil in the plastic though. Would that wear it over time?
I would just be more concerned about anything that's in any chemical that you're putting on the plastic.
Yeah.
To leading to any degradation or paint bleeding or really anything. Like you just be careful with anything chemical based that you're putting on your plastics.
Yep.
They always say, test it in an inconspicuous spot.
Yeah, and I think the difference is because again, all toy lines can have tight joint issues. This is not a unique thing, but I think it's just the frequency for these seems way more than other ones. That's all. I think that's the difference here, right?
Yeah.
Name me a toy line I can find you issues or people that have had issues with it. It's really anything. There's if it's made in a factory, even if it was handmade, there could be issues. It's just nothing is perfect, like it's just there's going to be issues.
Yep.
Matt Hatter reviews. Writing in all caps is fun, but I'll say that all companies have QC issues. However, when they start piling up frequently, it's time to move on. Agreed, yep. Matt Hatter. Agree completely. Ryan Cole became a GDL family member. Ryan, hold on, I gotta move it over. Welcome to the family.
I got family.
You got family with the GDL family. So anyway, but that's that. I just, for me, I'm not buying them. But if I wouldn't fault anyone for getting them. I think just be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just
Yep.
I do want to plus this one in here from Plastic Geek. Clearly, Hasbro is cutting costs for themselves and not the consumer. Cheaper plastic or cheaper factories. Again, you just look at the CEO is very transparent on how he wants to eke out as much money as possible. Just wring it out of the properties there instead of making better products.
Yep.
So we don't know if this is for certain, but the behavior and what they have told you they want to do could lead you to believing this, right? I think that's the thing there.
Yep.
I dread Hasbro's future after firing their sculptors. Yeah, they fired 15% of their staff. But to be honest, I mean, I was laid off 3 months ago or whatever. It's commonplace right now. It's a bloodbath in tech. There's a lot of companies just laying people off. Yeah, their CEO's legit Dr. Evil, not even trying to hide it. It's just, I don't think it's evil. It's just stupid, if you ask me. Like, I just don't. Just trying to eke out more profit from your customer base is just going to tick them off, and maybe you'll make a little bit more money, but that's not good for the long run.
No. There's so little longevity anymore in any of this stuff.
Yeah,
it's jumping from one ship to the next, like just like this right here, D&D. Now that Hasbro has essentially put a ton of money into the new live action movie, they're banking on that to make something back.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, if that fails, they'll go on to the next failure.
Yeah.
Like they're just constantly like chomping at the next thing. What are we going to do next? What can we do next? And rather than just focus on something like if they focused on the QC of this and just took care of the problem.
Yeah.
We would be here talking about this wave, saying, I can't wait to buy it.
Yeah.
Like I've already pre-ordered it.
Yep.
So has everybody else, because that first wave was awesome. They took care of the problems.
Yeah.
And here I am buying the next wave. But here we are saying we're out because they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100% agreed. Yeah. 100%. Let's see. Let me plus in some more here. Dan Allison. Truth hurts a little bit on this one. I think lately Hasbro has the energy of 1981 Mego. Damn. Where's the lie though? Mr. Cheeseburger, there's no past one. Why is Gito do a whole show about Valor's problems with QC? Why is there no show dedicated to Mondo QC issues over $300 toy? That's hypocrisy. We talked a whole bunch of crap about the Mondo QC issues. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Jay
had
the QC issues are so
Jay
bad.
had problems with his Mondo He-Man.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about Valaverse because neither of us own any Valaverse figures.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that do talk about the QC issues. I'm not a Valaverse guy. But I'm sure there's people that have talked about it. Let's see. Highly articulated. More and more of my toy budget is going towards small brands. Their strategies to get more money are, in fact, the causes for getting less money. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did talk about Mondo. It was on your best list, and it wasn't on mine because I said I had the QC issues, and I think it's a big problem. But anyway. Okay. Cheeseburger, we hear you. I think we've heard you, but let's I don't know. You can keep talking if you want, but I think we're done with the conversation. I think we've said what we need to say.
Yep.
Yeah, it's and I don't want to call him a troll, but he's feeling his feels and he's entitled to share his thoughts. He's been here before. He's not coming out of nowhere. But want to eat a cheeseburger now. Okay. Let's move on to something else, John. Something that looks amazing, but also I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of jealous. I don't know how I feel, John, and I want you to walk me through it.
Okay, let's hash this out.
This thing. 4 Horsemen figure Obscura, a repaint of the Headless Horseman. Mine's still in the box. I still haven't opened it. I've brought it to sell at toy shows because I got fun employed and needed the money. And it looks great. But I don't want to. I don't know. I feel weird. John, like, walk me through this. Tell me how I should feel.
You should feel. I'll tell you how I feel.
Okay.
I feel like I like this one more than version 1.
Same.
And I sold version 1 to fund version 2.
Damn it! Mine didn't sell, so I'm still sitting on my original one. And I also agree I like this one better, but I still have the other one and I haven't sold it. And it's talk about, out of all the stupid financial decisions I make on a regular basis buying toys, I cannot justify buying a second Headless Horseman just because I like this deco better than the first one that I already have.
Well, okay, so this is my advice.
And on the flame, the green flames glow in the dark.
I know.
John.
It looks. I don't want to say it looks better, but it looks better. only because like it's everything that the 4 Horsemen put out. It's all like there's so much thought put into it to say like this is what the fans are gonna love this. They're gonna go nuts over this. And everything that they do, they get the same reaction. Like, oh my, like you guys have topped it again. It's constant. So, but that doesn't mean that the one previous would look any worse on your shelf. So I don't think that the version 1 is going to be worth any less, or, you know, I think you should take that when this comes out. We know somebody who will probably have multiple of these.
Sure.
I bet that you can trade him version 1 just straight up for version 2.
Maybe.
Like, send him a message on Facebook. You know who I'm talking about.
I know.
Send him a message on Facebook because I think is a sort of a.
I think
he has an account with them.
I think he's an official sales rep or something.
Yeah, send him a message. I bet he'll trade you one straight up. And then there's nothing else to worry about because this figure looks amazing. The glow in the dark flames. I love the orange on the inside of the cape.
The orange
hooves.
The purple, like it has. Purple,
the green hooves.
I love purple. The glow in the dark hooves and eyes on the horse. And the green flame looks so much cooler. Damn it!
You know who would look good riding this?
Who?
Scareglow.
Shit, you're right. I got a new job. Treat yourself. I don't start till next week, so I don't have any new money of that new job yet. So I can't quite cheat myself. A Funk with Toys. Jay pouting is an amazing visual. I realize that I'm a late 30s, nearly 40-year-old man pouting.
Pouting for a toy.
Pouting for a toy.
Just like you when you were 7. Pouting on the floor in Toys R Us.
I know I already have it, but I want the new one.
We have turtles at home.
Yes, the pumpkin flames are glow in the dark. Yep.
And this will be available for order on March 1st.
Yeah, March 1st.
12 p.m. Eastern. From authorized 4 Horsemen retailers, not even 4 Horsemen themselves.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to hit up that person. I'm just gonna ask. I'm just gonna say, hey guys,
Got any of those horsemen back there?
Oh my god. Okay, we got a new member who also did a super chat. So I want to plus both in. You deserve the family intro here. Where was it that far back? This chat is super fast tonight. Sinister Musings became a GDL family member. Welcome to the family.
I got family.
Sinister Musings. We also had a couple super chats, and we plus those in too. Here we go. Red Foreman, $2 super chat. I am sensing a new job present. I feel like the DeLorean has to be the new job present because the Thunder Tank wiped me out, and whatever new money I get needs to go to that DeLorean.
Future Jay has to pay back old Jay.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's that. Sinister Musings. I missed out on the first version of the Horseman, so really happy to be able to get a version 2 beautiful fig. Yeah, it's but the thing is, just like Craig for Super Mario, I feel like Craig on his brother's birthday. It really is. Here's the thing. I felt for Craig. If you haven't seen it, Toy Anxiety posted it yesterday on Walmart. I felt for him because he was trying every which way. And I want to talk about those Mario figures a little bit later because I think those Mario figures look great.
Mm-hmm.
I really want them too. But with these figure Obscura, because they did a green Father Christmas. Good. I don't need that. I want a green. I like my Father Christmas. He's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Or the red versus black Krampus. The black Krampus looks the best. I think he's the most Krampusy to me. But this is a case where the second one, I think it, at least just to my own eyes, is better than the first one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was proud of Craig for not being dishonest as well. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Absolute legit reason. Either we're all doing the Savage Crucible Kickstarter. Let's put a pin in that. Let's check it out a little bit later. I have not looked at it, but I've heard of it.
They look amazing.
But anyway, I'm really happy for those that missed out and are getting this, but I am also a little jealous. Just a little jealous. Just a little bit. You go to Patreon today at patreon.com/geekdadlife. If I can get 100 more patrons, get this Horseman. Speaking of that, though, speaking of being a patron, our after show tonight, I thought it'd be fun maybe to dig into, since this is a repaint, just the topic in general. Repaints we'd love. So that is the GDL After Dark topic tonight. As well as I got some toy hauls to talk about. And I'll talk a little more of the Thunder Tank, which I posted that video yesterday. Thank you for all of your positive feedback for that. But yeah, GDL After Dark repaints we'd love. So any patron, no matter what level you are, come join us live. It's just like this Toy Geeks, but more laid back. We hang out, and tons of people show up, even late at night, as a paywalled show. It is a ton of fun. Right, John? I love After Dark.
Yeah, I love it. It's a ton of fun.
Also, speaking of YHS, I totally copied them accidentally for something. So I think on YHS they did an Ant-Man review, and so I'm seeing it tomorrow. And so Ralph and I and Vactor, who's been a guest before, want to talk about Ant-Man. So I was just trying to like, what's the most compelling thing about this movie? Well, it's not done well on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, let me think of a thumbnail that accentuates that. So I made this thumbnail. We're doing it tomorrow at 9 on GDL2. This is the thumbnail I made. MCU doomed. I was really proud of this thumbnail, John. You know, sometimes I feel like I get the thumbnails, I get them. You know,
Yep.
I crack the nugget. You know,
It's a good one.
But then was it Sherlock made a comment in our Discord is like, what is this YHS? So then I go to their their page, and so they almost not exactly the same, but let me pull it up here. Where is it at? Yeah, here we go. Oh no, it took away the thumbnail. Damn it. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Dang it. There we go. Share screen. But this was their thumbnail. What's wrong with the MCU? They put the Rotten Tomato score in there and everything. So, anyways, YHS, I'm sorry I copied you. But we'll be talking about it tomorrow.
We seen it last night.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay. Good. I'm excited as well. There's something like with critics sometimes I don't always agree. But you have to see things for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it. Okay. Okay, there you go. All right. So this is I'm excited. It's just one of those things. It's fascinating on that one because Rotten Tomatoes is really low, but the audience score is good. It's like 84%. And yeah, it's again like I say in jest. There's no toy beefs or anything here. And I said they could steal the duck race. And even then, some friend of the channel, good Lord, Dan Who Reviews did duck races too. So, anyway, okay. And honestly, that's true. I think critics are over superhero movies in general. I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard to top superhero movies over and over again when the first few that they put out were like untouchable after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw so much from GDL for the Jeffries. South Park bits are my favorite thing.
I was just gonna say that I want like a full episode of YHS South Park Adventures.
You know what we're talking about? Go check out the Jeffries. He's been clipping stuff out from that. He needs to clip that one out. But the song, just like, I stole his wife. John's my new best friend. So funny. Tony Taylor. Everyone was friends until the duck races got involved. Debate 2, Jay versus Craig. Who makes the thumbnail? Oh my God, Andrew Katie's Toys just hosts the Jeffries next week with a straight face. Oh man. Victor Leto, where can I get one of those GDL hats? Well, let me tell you where. In the description, there's a link there, says get GDL merch. Click on it. There's hats, there's shirts, there's hoodies. All are available today. We'll ship fastly. Ship fastly? Good Lord.
Ship fastly.
English. Words are hard. Okay. John, next up. A lot of MOTU stuff going around.
Tons.
It's early. Like again, go check out our friends Toy Habits or this Canaldos Rosmineros. Mega J does a stream every day, like talking about different stuff and keeping up to date on it. I think we'll save for when there's like actual images or something like that to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this list was interesting here on Canaldos Rosmineros of future waves. So not because I think wave 13 pre-orders just happened. We just saw the in-package images. We just talked about that earlier this week, right? Mm-hmm. And so here we had wave 14 and 15 exclusives, Walmart exclusives. Honestly, just a crap ton of figures.
Yep.
Brian Merchant. This is fake. The line has died. MOTU line is dead. Let it die. Oh God. Red Foreman, so sad we'll never see those figures because MOTU is canceled.
Yeah. Never coming back.
Uh, oh my God.
If they only gave us till April 2nd.
I mean, it's a lot of figures to get through for April. But John, thoughts on all of these? So it's interesting that Serpent Claws Man at Arms. That's what I saw at Spielwaren Messe. Interesting. There's the snake, and that snake Man at Arms. I think that must be the guard that I saw. But anyway,
well,
thoughts on all these figures.
He's got the ring, like the So it is Snake Man at Arms.
Yeah.
After he gets turned into a snake.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everything coming is good choices.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that looks like a 2000X trap jaw. So whether or not he'll just have the different attachments, because he came with like a claw that was much more like sinister looking rather than just like a little hook. It was like a big claw. I'll be surprised if Rock-On and Stondar are non-deluxe. Like, I feel like those would either need to be in a 2-pack, like like an overly priced 2-pack, and maybe a classic style where it had like the shell portion that was like the front when they turned into the meteor.
Yep.
I mean, maybe they can get away with doing it like the vintage figures, but then there's no articulation. They're so stiff. But I mean, everything else is cool. The Lord Grasp from the 2017 PowerCon exclusive 3-pack.
Yep.
So if now there's Terror and Lord Grasp, and then we just need Plasmar from that series, which he shares parts with Rio Blast. So if they plan on doing him, we'll definitely get Rio Blast or Rio Blast first, and then him. So I think past this wave, like if we're into wave 16 and 17, that's probably when we'll see those figures. So I'm going to guess they have a decent map planned out for, to keep it going.
Yeah. I mean, wave 13 is clear there's spring. I think wave 14 they're saying July, and then in 15 was like like maybe fall or something. Now again, the footprints are getting smaller. Like there's no denying that, but it's still at retail. Maybe not as many places before. But clearly the line's not dead. but hey, listen, I'm sure there could be another video that somehow explains this all the way, like every other.
Yep.
Oh no, I know you've seen them. And I know this was a person that worked for the company, but they're not the person that lives in the same city that the decisions are made. And and I know they're selling online, but they're not going to sell at Walmart or Target. Wait, they're selling at Walmart? No, wait. So they're not selling at Target except for anyway. So I was have to see all that on.
Oh wait, they're on Walmart right now for pre-order?
I think now? they were yeah, right. wait, but see, since they're only online for Walmart, that means that that's how you know.
There's third-party sellers on Walmart too.
There are. Damn, you're right. Mike, check 1, 2. We bring back slime, please.
Yes. Slime got so popular for a few years.
Yep.
Like, because you could walk into like Michael's or AC Moore, and they would have like this display like right at the front where it was like the kit to make slime.
Oh yeah, slime was hot in the kids market. Yeah.
And I assume it still is. Who doesn't like slime?
It's slime. Slime is an evergreen. Right. Out of the presents my son got today, he got a Play-Doh slime kit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool, but it's like I don't know what sadist thought this up. It's slime. It's like make your own slime, but guess what, John?
Don't tell me you can eat it.
No. Worse. How do you make slime worse?
Like it has a bad, like an even worse smell.
Nope. You add glitter to it.
Oh no.
It's like this. It's like a clear slime, and then you choose different color glitters to mush into. I'm like, oh god,
No,
why?
glitter should never be like loose in its own container, able to escape into your house
Ugh.
anywhere. Like if they're going to make glitter in slime, just make sure it's there already so it can't really escape, because once it's on your skin and your clothes, it's kind of there forever.
It is that that age old problem. Yeah, the glitter never goes away. So anyway, that being said, I would have much rather bought some Mattel, MOTU slime.
Oh, somebody else who's down there in the red and the blue and white. That is a mini comics Manny Faces.
Yeah, and I think it's because the image they're using there is there was those prototypes, right, that were going around.
Yep. Where he has the body is relatively the same, but the faces are much more detailed, or like the monster face looks much more monstery. I don't know how you want to describe it, but
yeah, it was more menacing. Yeah.
I think that Many Faces looks great.
Honestly, I think it looks way better than
the regular.
I know Toy Habits posted. I just don't know where. I don't know, like be looking all over the place to try and find it. But anyway, but yeah, they also show it here. The Moss Man has a Comic-Con, not a Comic-Con, a Walmart exclusive.
Yep.
Which sucks, but especially if Walmart's like cutting back on all their, so it's less options to go find it. But anyway, yeah, vintage slime on eBay costs more than gold. No, it's true. I have a sealed can of ectoplasm and two open cans of ectoplasm, and a open can. It's still good of retro mutagen ooze from TMNT. So the only one I don't have is a still usable MOTU slime. But damn, like that one I think is probably the hardest to find still usable, right? Like I feel like those are always dried out.
Yeah, because the timeline is longer on those.
Yeah,
of availability.
But they've redone. I think the last time they did Mattel slime,
or I should say, it's shorter.
Yeah,
like, the other stuff was more recent.
But they used that slime in the Harry Potter line in the early 2000s, like Chamber of Secrets, I think. They brought back the slime pit for that line.
Yep.
So they have the I don't know, the recipe.
The recipe.
Yeah. Just whip it. Just get a little Rolodex. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's Grandma's recipe for slime.
Ted Biaselli, future past and future guest. Apparently there's something very expensive in the slime recipe, so it's cost prohibitive for Mattel. This is I think I solved it though, John. What if we did a HasLab for slime, but Mattel
just Mattel Creations slime vat
slime backer. If we get enough backers, we can overcome the cost prohibitive nature of Mattel slime.
I'll take it. All
right. Listen, if it cost me $50 for a can of slime, I would spend $50 because a vintage one
is like $80.
Anyway. Ryan's Toy Reviews owns all the rights to slime. Damn Ryan's Toys. I'm glad my son has gone past watching those though. Because I've said it before. It's whenever he watches a YouTuber, he's usually watching a YouTuber that has millions of subscribers. So then whenever he's like, "How many do you have, Dad?" He's like, "Oh, that's it. Ryan's Toys has 10 billion.
Do you even try?
Oh, that's it. Mr. Beast has 100 million. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm just not. That's okay. Anyway, Toy Guru stole the slime recipe. The slime Mattel made for Ghostbusters 2015 was decent. Man, I never the Hasbro one never came around, like, because they had them. They're hard to find. They got really expensive.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
They were around. They were around. I just people found, at least I've seen them sell and stuff, but I think they just never really did. All right, let's gotta sign off. Gotta keep it early. Remember Savage Crucible Kickstarter. Let's do that. Let's do that now.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Savage Crucible. Savage Crucible. Kickstarter. There we go. Oh damn. Already killed their goal. That's awesome. All right, so John, so walk me through this. What is Savage Crucible? Like what's the deal?
They're sort of like they're all creature based. Like I want to say they're the humanoid.
Yeah.
You know, but they're all like some of them like lizard heads or almost like reptilians, but medieval, but a little barbaric. It's such like a mixed.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't want to say it's an extension of Mythic Legions, but
Sure.
I think it is sort of an extension of Mythic Legions, but not for Horsemen.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, they're creatures, but they have a different vibe about them. I also love these character packs. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's coins?
Yeah, it's like building an entire like mythos.
That's cool. So let's look at your tiers. You got 10, put $10 in just because you believe it. For $15, you get a Lemurian Slate action figure. So is that this one? I don't know which one it is. But anyways.
Yeah, that's Lumerian right there.
There we go. This one?
Well, it says Wave 1 Lumerian.
Okay.
In the top right corner.
Okay.
That's, what does that say? Sumerian?
What's he doing in my icebox? That's a ghost. That was a bad ghost. Anyways, Royal Guard, Como. So, okay, so about $40 you're getting some of these guys.
So, I mean, same price ranges as Legions when they do Kickstarters.
Roberto Suarez, it's more low fantasy like Conan and less high fantasy like D&D. That's an easy way to make sense of that.
I'll probably pick up some of these.
Yeah.
Check
out their IG. They show prototypes. All right, let's check out their IG. I'm guessing it's Savage Crucible. Savage Crucible. Dang, these look sick.
Yep. Look at that paint.
Yeah. I think it's a paint master, right? I guess this probably isn't the.
Yeah, that'll be what the production is based on.
Yeah. Damn, it looks good. I like all the scaling and stuff.
The articulation looks good too.
Yep.
Are they pinless?
It looks pinless. I would say I see D Amazing did the photos on here. Like D Amazing is amazing. The end. Like he's the best. Like, if you want like the best looking figures. It's a great job. That's sick. Here we go. Is it on here? Savage Crucible. Maybe it's not. But give D Amazing a follow if you haven't yet. Boom. There you go. Savage Crucible. It looks good.
Yep. Look at that Frazetta.
Looks very good. Frazetta human figure. Here we go. Yeah. Sorry. I just skipped through it without showing it. There you go.
Man.
So it's done well. I mean, John, you've worked on trying to get a backer done before, and usually it's a strategy that I've heard. I think I've heard it from you too. Of like whatever your goal is, you put it at maybe, I don't know, 40% of what you actually need to fund it, more so to drum up interest to get it. So say you meet your backer goal, but you'll need to fork over maybe another 60% to get it across the finish line. I'm paraphrasing it. But what's that logic?
Yeah. If you want a successful Kickstarter, if it's like your first time doing it, if it's going to cost you $100,000 in reality to get something made, don't have your goal $100,000.
Yep.
Like you'll want like 25 of your own put into it, so then you only need to set it at 75. Like already have a good chunk to put into invest already, because you'll have a much better chance of getting it funded.
So, the fact that it is, so far beyond its goal, that's a good thing, right? Like if it was 120,000, it's
it
at
just went up as live.
Yeah. It just happened. So and the slate figures are a figure with a weapon at $15. I mean, that's
not bad.
Not at all.
Is that like, does slate mean it's just like
gray,
just like slate gray, almost like a test shot with no paint apps, like these figures are pictured?
Let us know. I'm sure you can probably play the video and they'll tell us right now, but in the chat, let us know too. Well, I mean, why not? I think the key is like delivering them and hopefully keep going and making them more. But yeah, they look great.
Yeah,
they look very good.
When they've reached that much money on their goal, I assume that this is going to go on for quite a while.
Yep.
Slate means figure with less armor. Oh, okay.
I'll figure. Okay, that's good to know.
I just assumed slate gray, like just like you see in the render.
Yeah, I know. I did too, John. I did too. So D Amazing has videos of several prototypes. So if you want to see them in Vigia form, check out the amazing D Amazing.
That's a good price. $15.
Yeah. It's almost too good.
It's too good. What are they doing here?
What are they? It's like those Lidl commercials, those grocery store commercials. They must smuggle in the avocados. Did you read about the creator? I have not. This is the first time I'm looking at him, so this is literally like my first take. So if I'm sounding like I don't know anything about him, it's because I don't. So I'm in this in real time. Did you read the bio on the creator? He's like a former military special ops guy and an economist. Seems like a fascinating person. So that's an interesting combo.
Yeah,
special ops and economist. Anywho,
I'll be checking those out tomorrow.
Damn, tooling is done already, and they're trying to deliver in 6 days. That's something.
Wow.
So that means they've already spent the money. That's where the like how much is, say, one tool for these? Would you think like $50,000
at least? I mean,
there's probably reuse.
Shared parts dependent. I mean, if they're all the same buck with swap out armor,
which it looks like that could be the case.
But even still,
tooling
I would say $100,000 easily on the buck, not even weapons.
So that separates this as well, right? It's not like he needed the money to then pay for the tool. The tooling's already done. They've already put in the money. And now it's like just getting it back and trying to get them shipped. Damn. That's awesome.
Yeah, so if he's dropped that kind of money on this to get the tooling done, and then if people know that the tooling is done, like that's how you get a successful Kickstarter.
Yeah, damn. Like that's pro right there. Yeah,
Mhm.
so there you go. Already dropped like $300,000. We've got Toy Collector Magazine in the house. Rob has done a ton of upfront work on these. So that's awesome. That's so, I mean, again, we've all had those Kickstarters where you put in the money and never happens or whatever. This takes forever or what have you. And there's plenty of ones that are successful. I'm not saying this is I'm not trying to use a broad brush here, but the fact that they've already done the tooling, that's a completely different scenario here on this Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna give you 50 whatever dollars and maybe I'll see this figure in 2 years.
Right. Yeah. If they're shooting for 6 to 8 months, that's faster than half the stuff we pre-order between any major company.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, looks sick. Looks sick. Sorry, Ed, I'm sorry. I'm just not good enough. Slave to Leia, they're cool, but not a single female in the 3 waves listed. I mean, fair critique. It seems like there's a lot of reuse of that single tool. So maybe they'll get to one, but fair critique. But anyway, it's cool. All right, John, a couple quick things before we go to Stump John. One, I have way too many damn Mattel T-Rexes in my house.
But you need one more.
It's not even just for me. Like my sons, I think I gave away like 3 of them. But I just had to clean up the house because we had people coming over. And I think I found like 4 more of this sculpted T-Rex, different variants of it. Not even in my own collection, in the house. So I really don't need another T-Rex. But damn, if I see this at Target, I think it's coming home with me.
Yeah, I think it is too. And this isn't like the colossal, is it? Or is this just like
it looks like it's the same sculpt as like their standard T-Rex. So it's not I have the
so it's not the biggest one.
No, it's not that gigantic one. It's your standard T-Rex.
Okay. All right.
But
I mean,
damn, I want it.
They know how to pull on those strings. Put it in that that classic style package. Do that paint scheme.
I don't know if Dan's still on here. He had a tweet. Was it last week? Basically, it was so like, damn, he's right. Of just like the deregulation of toys in the 80s and how they were just made to basically sell you or get you hooked onto like the product teat, and how it still like resonates with us old hats today, and it's like, damn, you're right. Oh, screw the man. But then I see this picture, I'm like, oh, I need that. Damn it. Damn it.
You got that clown makeup ready?
Just putting the clown makeup on my face.
But then,
because the nostalgia, it's a hell of a drug.
They know how to get you.
They get right.
This does look awesome.
Yeah. So I have the vintage bull, not the bull T-Rex, the first one. So, at the very least, I can say, well, I'm just getting it to review and do a side-by-side comparison.
It's a work thing. You need it. You need it for content.
It's for science. Science. It's exactly, our generation is brainwashed.
So brainwashed.
I wish I had that tweet teed up from Dan because I was like, damn it, it's right. Also love that. Did you watch his Thundercats video, the new one? I didn't realize that Lego killed it. That was a shock.
Me either. With the what is that line called?
the Chimera.
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 Mm-hmm.
Because I loved that show. I love that the rebooted
The reboot. That was a good
one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good show. There was one episode where they had these little creatures that like were born and died within a day, and it was just like
I
this,
remember that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a good, like it was like one of those like this was a kid's show. Like it was just a beautiful episode. Anyways, Dan's doing the Lord's work over on Secret Galaxy.
That had so much potential with the amount of toys, different skills they were doing, play sets, vehicles.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like the glory days all over again.
we didn't know we were living in them, John. Just back to, I think there was a critique about not any female bucks. Dorlaxon says they had the Frazetta license, so totally females coming. I would guess so, right, John? I guess.
Mm-hmm. You would think. Yep.
But anywho.
Maybe the funding that they get, since the tooling is done, maybe funding that they get will fund female tooling.
Yeah, 100%. I would hope so. Song of the Pedalars. Yeah, I was just like, it's, and that was back when. Jeez, I sound like old because it wasn't that long ago. It was over, but like I would DVR things, so I had it set to DVR the new episodes of Thundercats. I remember I just sat down after work and put that one on. I was just like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Oh man. Yeah. The joints were lame, but I bought all those figures. I bought the Thunder Tank. The play set was kind of silly. Like it wasn't really a play set. But anyway. All right. Ryan Cole, I think got canceled before I knew it was on the air. Because I did press for it at Comic-Con that year. And I think they showed the first episode at Comic-Con that year or something like that. So I was all in. Oh, and they had these, I still have it somewhere, but Warner Brothers was giving out Sword of Omens, foam Sword of Omens as like promotion at Comic-Con that year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were super cool. But anyway, yeah, it's so there was, at least within my geeky orbit, there was a lot of promo for it. So I was pumped and ready for it. I got to meet what's the guy who is the voice of Lino, who's the voice of the dad in that show, because he was there to do press.
I'm not sure.
I'm like his name, but anyways, the beauty of Comic-Con is after that press junket, I went to the bathroom and we sat side by side in urinals together. So only at Comic-Con. But then somebody asked him in the bathroom, he's like, can you do the Thundercats? And he did it.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom, he's washing his hands. Thunder. But he was totally game. Like, even in the press junket, he kept doing it. It was like, yes, all the time, please. So I shouldn't say sat. We stood side by side together.
Sat in a urinal. You're so tired from walking around Comic-Con, you'll sit anywhere.
Yeah, so Jay Fu, yeah, you were there. Yeah, that panel. He did it. He did it at the panel. He did it at the press junket. He did it in the bathroom. Like, he was game. It was awesome. It was awesome. He was fun. He was fun. Anyway, all right. Moving on. Toy Shiz. Again, I really just wanted to look at this browser just to talk about Craig's video. But those figures look good, John. Like I want that. I want the Mario and Luigi for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all look good. I mean, it seems like there's been Mario toys coming out for
a while,
like 15 years now. Like all different scales, sizes, articulation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, as simple as these look really good. Like, there's been so many, but these look awesome.
Yeah. They look, yeah, $30 for Bowser. And he has like this cool, my son has a Buzz Lightyear that has like steam comes out of his little rocket boosters or whatever. I think this is using that same tech where it like glows and he's like fire breathing powers or whatever.
Yep.
And it looks awesome. And then just the Mario figures look really good. I definitely want a Mario and Luigi, and maybe the Bowser. But okay, I'm just gonna wait till Craig can get his, then I'll know. It's like the groundhogs. Like, was Craig able to buy Mario figures today?
I
No?
can't get it until he gets his.
Yeah, he can't. Up 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks till Craig can get his Mario figures. Let's see. I picked up Mario 1 last night from Target. It was street dated, but they sold some with the manager codes a lot better than the smaller version. Well, they were Bullwinkle. Craig, if you're watching, just go to Target. Quit going to Walmart. Anyway,
get ready to do a little bargaining.
Yes. Please, can I have the Mario figures? Anyway, okay, John. Enough yammering. I had 2 submissions for Stump John today.
Oh.
I got one from Smoked Ham. And I got one from Boomstick Saint.
Okay.
So I'll let you decide. I'm not even gonna give you a hint at how hard one is versus the other. I will let you decide which grouping of accessories we're gonna challenge you with.
I think Smoked Ham was more recent of one of my attempts. So maybe we'll save him for next week.
Okay. So
if I remember right, I think Smoked Ham was more recent. Okay, yeah. Let's save him for next week.
Okay, we'll do Smoked Ham next week. We'll do Boomstick Saint this week. Let me just make sure I bring all these over. So these aren't all jumped together. No versus Dole this week. That was great.
It was.
Let me make sure I got all these right. Okay. Make sure, but John, why don't you give us a plug for After Dark while I get these pictures up here?
Yeah. If you have not become a Patreon, try it out. Come over, watch After Dark, hang out, maybe have a drink. We will be. And we'll talk about these repaints that we are just clamoring for.
The ones we really, really want. I'm looking at these now, John, like with the accessories and stuff, and I feel like you're gonna do really well.
Okay. I need a good one.
You need a bounce back. Because getting bested by Dole, like that has to hurt.
But it was the odds. I mean, he's just good with the Star Wars.
Sure.
And what else was there? It was Star Wars and Transformers
and Toy Biz, and there's like a Toy Biz one in here.
And if there's something Toy Biz, Dole's just gonna know it.
But anyway, okay, let's do this. Where's it's that time again. It's time to test John on his knowledge of all things toys. Yes, he claims to be an expert, and we like to test him in a segment we like to call Stump John. So everybody, everywhere, all around the world, it's time to what? It's time to Stump that John! All right, it's time to Stump John. John, have you muted the chat?
I have.
Okay. As we said earlier, these were submitted by none other than Boomstick Saint, a patron, longtime community member. So here we go. Good luck.
All right. I'm ready. I am
ready. Accessory odds be ever in your favor.
Shoot, I know what that is, but I don't. Looks like shoulder armor for a female figure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Is it Playmates?
I don't know who made it, to be honest.
Is it 90s?
It's not Playmates. It may be 90s.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
While you're pontificating on what it is, Noir Creole native became a GDL family. Welcome to the family.
I got family.
You got family with the GDL family. Somebody got it like dead on in the chat.
Really?
Yeah. Or a few people have gotten it now. Yeah.
Making me feel bad. I don't think I'm going to know this.
Okay. Well, we can come back to it.
That is a Transformers Generation 2. I think that's a Megatron missile.
You're right with Transformers. It is not Megatron missile. It's not G2.
It's not G2.
It's not G2.
It's not an Optimus missile.
Or
is it a Nemesis Prime missile?
You're close. It's not Nemesis Prime, but
it's not Nemesis Prime.
There's another one that he looks like Nemesis Prime. He's called something else.
Optimus Prime.
What now?
This isn't G2 Transformers?
No. Or at least according to what I'm told here on the cue card. I mean, luckily he sent pictures also of the
figure with it.
It is not G2.
Okay. So I'm thinking of a different missile, maybe an identical missile, but comes with a different figure.
Sure, like maybe it's or at least
like it goes down like a thing and has an air pump, and you hit the little thing, and the missile's supposed to shoot off with air pressure. Technically, it is though. Okay, I'm caught up with this.
I'll give you a halvesy on this one. We'll look at the picture and you can tell me, but at least from what's written here.
Okay. Oh, that's Sky Commander's. Is it the Locust Raider?
Close.
Jackal Raider?
Yes. You got it. There's one. This next one I think you should get too.
What the hell is that? Is it Dino Riders?
It is Dino Riders.
I won't know the dinosaur. There's too many. There's too many Asauruses.
It is Stegosaurus.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't know exactly what. I just know the colors.
We'll come back to this one because you're circling it and people are saying it's a repaint of a G2, all that kind of stuff. So you might know more than me. But any last guesses on this?
No. It looks familiar, and I know I'm going to kick myself.
All right. Well, let's look at the actual figures now. And then you can just kick yourself.
Looking forward to it.
Let's see. First up is
Mega Man.
Is Marvel versus Capcom Mega Man.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Quite a few got it in the chat. The next one is the Robots in Disguise.
Oh,
Scourge's tanker missile. So was this? I thought there was a G2, but is it a straight repaint, or I thought it looked new?
Yeah, it's a repaint, but also that missile. I have the figure here. That missile came with a completely different version of Optimus Prime and a Megatron.
Okay.
And once I thought about it, I could not escape that thought.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, this is like the oil. Like I think when he's in his truck mode, it looks like an oil tanker rather than just a trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Once I had it in my head, couldn't get it out.
And you got the Sky Commanders and the Stegosaurus. Great pictures, Boom 68. These are really, look at it. That's a good
pictures.
That's a crispy picture there.
Mm-hmm. It is. Good lighting.
Yeah. Dude, where's your YouTube channel? Let's get those reviews up there. Come on now.
That's a nice Dino Rider.
That is a clean Dino Rider. I want them to remake those just because I've tried to buy collections of Dino Riders several times, and every time there's a lot of broken pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So many broken pieces. Anyway, all Dino. I worship them from afar because if I have a collection, I want it to be non-broken, and every damn one I ever see at a toy show or something, a lot of broken pieces.
Yep.
I can deal with a couple here and there, but it's like half of it's broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dino Riders are the thing to get when money's no object.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Boom. That's your childhood Stegosaurus? How the hell did it survive your childhood like that? That's incredible.
Wow. That's in really good shape.
Like, did you meticulously take it out of the box, put it on a shelf, and never play with it?
Man.
Yeah, discoloration too. Tons of discoloration. The plastic gets really bad.
Yep.
This must be from the same plastic stock that Dole's
Eternia track is made out of.
Mm-hmm. Very select few. That's incredible, Boomstick. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for this episode of Toy Geeks. Thank you for hanging out with us this Sunday night. You can keep the party going by becoming a patron today for $5 or more a month. You're going to help the channel grow, and you can come hang out with us at GDL After Dark, which will happen 5 or so minutes right after we end right here. The scenery changes. I sing. Wait, I take that back. That's not a selling. John and I will talk about repaints I'd like to see. I got some toy hauls I got to share. I'll talk more about the Thunder Tank because I haven't talked with you about the Thunder Tank yet, John. Like nope. I got it. I opened it. I did the video review, and now I'm talking to you for the first time. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
I watched it.
Thanks. Thank you. Again, if you like the merch you saw, link in the description, as well as the Patreon link in the description. And until next time, hasta luego. Saying goodbye. Take care, everybody.